Okay, here we have it. Our first official game of tomorrow's war is about to start. Woo. This is my opponent Chris, and this is me, Jeff. And what we're going to do is we're going to try the first mission. The is called Putting It All Together, Lost and Found. So we're going to try this. We're going to get started. As I said, Chris is going to be the Marines, and I am the underdogs, the poorly trained DPRG troops. Anyway, we'll take some more pictures now. I guess Chris will get to go first.
What?
Yeah, I'm just getting some shots of the battlefield here. Start flyby.
Go Marines!
Okay, what we have here, you want to tell me what you just did there, Chris?
Well, I brought my squad was in 3 fire teams, obviously. I brought one here into this sort of walled-off orchard. Another fire team with my squad leader is here, kind of in a supporting position, and then I've got another fire team in a flanking position here by the edge of this wood.
And you're trying to get where?
We've got to go rescue him. He's a downed pilot.
There you go. All right then. Now it's your first turn.
That's my first turn. Now we'll see what the space Chinese do.
We'll see. Okay, so here we are at the end of turn 2. And Chris, you want to explain what just happened here?
Well, I moved this fire team up here, more or less to the edge of this wood.
Okay, yeah.
Nothing happened. These guys gooped along up this way to get kind of the apex of the wall there. These guys came from this position out here and got fired at by the Chinese fire team there.
Okay.
We had a brief exchange of fire, and I took out one of theirs. And they failed to do any damage to me, so my team here got where it was going.
Okay, so you're getting
safely. Right
on. So you're getting a little closer now to this pilot, who I'm sure is wishing he can get out of there. All right, now let's go into turn 3. Okay, here we are at the end of turn 3, and Chris, you want to give me a rundown? You got a little smile on your face. I wonder why.
Well, that was a good turn for me. I left this group and this group in their positions on Overwatch, and these guys got to lay some smack down. We had I moved this unit from this position to the forward, and I came under fire from this group here and this group here, which you can see is no longer on its feet.
Oh no.
So we basically had these guys exchange Overwatch fire with both groups and cause casualties. 2 here, and I think I got 3 over there.
Yep.
And survived all the return fire. And then this group, they, of course, moved and came under fire. And the return fire, they survived. They took one wound. I've got 1 guy injured, but we'll see what happens to him in this turn. And but my return fire essentially savaged this squad and then basically took them all out.
So you're getting this much closer to this guy here.
The objective.
And so far, what do you think of the system?
I think the system rocks. It's got a very, very nice fluid feel, and it feels realistic. Where you're actually playing out in an exchange of fire, as opposed to, I'm going to shoot at you, blah, and then on your turn you're going to shoot at me, blah. Systems like that are very rigid. I find not that interesting. But I really like this mechanic because both players are engaged throughout the turn.
Yeah, it certainly does. It keeps you interested and engaged with the game the whole time. I got to say, for our first time ever playing it, I am really enjoying it. So I think this is one of the better systems out there. And just for the record, they got other game systems too. Force on Force, which is modern, and they have Ambush Z, which is a modern horror version of the rules. So if you're into something, if you're looking for something different and something fun, this is it. Anyway, we'll get to turn 4. Okay, so here we are at the end of turn 4. And Chris?
All right, well, that was a turn off the books. When I moved this squad, made it up here and made contact with the pilots, so they now have the mission objective, the person of interest. They have to now get him back off the table. I thought I was going to get creamed, actually, because I came under reactive fire from these guys and this squad here who were at the edge of the wood there.
Well, they were there.
They were there. They're
Yep.
there now.
Moved up.
Anyway, these guys made their Overwatch test and failed. And then these guys made their reaction test and failed. So they came under fire first. They weathered the storm. The return fire savaged that squad.
Yep, took them all
And
down.
then the Overwatchers got to kick in and they put the squad down.
Right.
So this squad is now out of commission because they're all down. They can no longer make casualty checks on their own.
Gotcha.
So, anyway, at which point these guys then, we tried to work out their fire, but they did not have line of sight as it turned out, so they didn't get to shoot. So my guys managed to get up and make contact with Dolph there, we'll call him.
Yep.
And then these guys tried to move up and came under fire from this section, this fire team.
Hiding in the trees, yep.
Had a reaction. They managed to, you know, it was a basic exchange of fire. They managed to inflict one casualty, and we'll see what happens to him at the start of the turn.
Gotcha. So this is going into the start of turn 5.
Yeah, and it's time for me to boogie.
You got a long run to get back to there.
Yeah, gotta get moving.
Very well then. All right, good luck.
Hello again.
Yes, here we are at the top of turn 5, or the end of turn 5.
And Jeff's phone's going off. So, but all right, well that was pretty cool. We had these guys attempted to move back here and came under fire from this unit, which you will notice is no longer standing.
No, they're all down.
The exchange of fire between these guys on Overwatch and these guys reacting managed to put down that unit there as well.
Brutal
So
fire.
Jeff is left now with one active unit over here, which exchanged fire with my guys in the trees here and suffered a casualty.
I got a casualty, yeah.
So we'll see what happens to him now this turn.
So this is we're going to be starting turn 6. You have 2 turns to move this guy off this edge. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully we can. I think you got it in the bag.
Well, you know, don't count your chickens and all that, right?
Right on.
But it is looking pretty good for the Marines right now.
Yeah, I thought this unit here was going to do something pretty useful, but the difference between untrained troops versus trained troops is incredible.
The troop quality is really key. Like
Yeah.
The differences in the dice really plays. It's amazing.
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to play that much of a factor in it, but it really does. Like, I thought I would have the severe advantage because I had so many units, but the fact is I can't win any initiative rolls, and then my armor, you know, you guys are just by far superior with less troops, and it really shows.
Well, you know, it's the match of quality versus quantity, right?
Yep, for sure.
As a friend of mine so eloquently put it, quantity has a quality all its own, but it's not really showing right here today.
All right, well, let's go on to turn 6. Okay, so here we are at the getting ready to start turn 7, and needless to say, it's bad for us space Japanese Communist Party. So, I guess Chinese, I guess. But okay, Chris, tell them the good news.
Well, we went to go from the forward here into cover of the woods, and as you can see, we arrived successfully with the rescued pilot in tow. Jeff only had one active unit remaining, which was right here. There were 5 of them. Now there's only 3, and 1 is seriously injured. There was an exchange of fire with these guys overwatching from here, and from these guys as they moved across.
Yep.
And unfortunately for the Chinese troops, they failed to cause any casualties and were worsted in the exchange. So it's pretty well in the bag here for the Marines, I think.
That's right.
Although, you know, it's never too late to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory, so we'll see what happens this turn.
We'll see. I'll get a close-up shot of these guys in the forest. I can zoom in there. No, that looks really good. Okay, well, let's get on to turn 7. Okay, so here we are at the end of turn 7. And Chris?
Well, if I knew the Marine Corps anthem, I'd be singing it right now. So these guys made a these guys here fell back from this wall because they weren't serving any purpose up there anymore. The squad with the fire team with the pilot made a rapid move back towards the table edge from behind the wood here.
Yep.
Came under fire from the squad that used to be here.
Used to be there.
And anyway, they managed to survive the exchange of fire, did some casualties, and then these guys who were overwatching and flubbed their role fired last and and took them all out.
Yeah, I thought I was going to have a chance to possibly put a wound or two on you there because you were out in the open, and but once again, the quality of my troops were poor, untrained, so I can see exactly how the system works, and I think it's really, really great. It's not just a matter of how many dice you roll; it makes a big difference with your with the qualities.
It's nice. It really stresses the quality of the training, and I like the fact that the different levels of tech are represented, different technology levels.
That's right.
Because I was always getting the bonus dice for firepower because my guns were better than yours.
Yes, that's right. Than my armor.
I mean, it translates through, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And there'd be extra bonuses like if I had better supply, then you would be getting a further dice.
Yeah.
Things like that. Yeah.
So yeah, I thought that was really good. So
I really enjoyed that. Hats off to the guys at Ambush Games. This system is a winner.
Yes, win-win.
Winner. Yeah.
All right, guys.
God love the Marines.